this computer. But we have our judges here who will also introduce themselves. And yeah, I think it'll be a really great time. So new judges, besides our mentors, do you want to introduce yourself, Brandon, Professor Rege, and Jote? And then we'll go into presentations.
Sure, absolutely. So thank you all for joining and doing all of this since morning. The judges just joined in the last 1 hour. So the other two judges are the real special judges. I'm just a funny guy. So my name is Manjeet Rege. I'm a department chair of software engineering and data science at St. Thomas, and also the director for Center for Applied Artificial Intelligence. And both Brandon and Jote, I know them for a long time, and I invited them to also join us on this journey. So, Brandon.
Hi, I'm Brandon Caveney. I am my co-instructor for AI ethics at the University of St. Thomas is also present here today. So Jessica Benzel. And I run a company called Data Ethics that looks at data privacy and security and how personal data is protected. And prior to that, I was a school district administrator in the area of education data and privacy.
Awesome. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Jote Tadessa, talking to you from Plymouth, Minnesota, currently working at United Healthcare as a vice president for our software engineering department.
Amazing. Yeah, thank you all for being here. And again, just huge thanks to the participants and mentors for spending the day with us and making some cool stuff. So let's get to the main highlight of the day to see what we've all made. Although the main highlight is probably the learning along the way, as they say. But do we want to start maybe numerically? We can start with team one. And also you should say your name, and then you should have one person present. And then feel free to all talk about the project as you go. And then we'll do a live demo at the end. So talk should be around 10 minutes. Try to keep it in that window. And let's take it away. Okay, do you want to have your team present?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, for sure. I'll present the slideshow.
Alrighty. So you're getting that pulled up screen recording, or yeah.
Yeah, so our team was Matab and Ezra. They did a super good job today. I'm actually excited for you guys to see what they made.
Yeah. All right, can everyone see the slideshow well?
Yes.
We got it.
All right, so yeah, so we're the Binary Brigade, me and Ezra, and we developed application Weather Bytes. So we'll just be going over the problem that we hope to solve in our world, the product that we created, the market that we intended this product for, and our future aspirations for this product. All right, so when we looked at our product, we thought of the weather, and it sounds counterintuitive because it's really easy to check your weather. I mean, just pull out your phone and then you'll know what the temperature is for today. But do you really understand what that means? If the temperature, if it's 60 degrees, is it warm enough to wear a t-shirt, or do you need a sweatshirt to go outside? If it's a 10% chance of rain, will it actually rain? Like, do you need to bring an umbrella, or should you be fine? So we hope to solve this issue by giving people recommendations so that they understand whether they should properly dress, if they should bring water if it's too hot, or stuff like that. All right, so for our product, our application simply requires a city of choice from the user. So they can input. At the moment, we have major cities such as New York City, Jakarta, Tokyo, Rio de Janeiro, etc. And we're hoping to implement smaller cities in the future. And from there, the program will call the Open Weather Map API to access the current weather of that specific location, and includes a lot of stuff like weather, precipitation at the moment. Is it cloudy or is it sunny? Just what's the overall temperature? Is it really windy? Stuff like that, and it'll display to the user. And then this application will call the ChatGPT API, inputting all this data that we've accessed from the Open Weather Map API, and return the recommendation to the user based on some outline guidelines that we've stated for the ChatGPT model.
Sweet. This is looking awesome.
Right. Ezra, do you want to go ahead with this one?
Sure. So weather bites can be it could be for the general public. People traveling could use it to try to figure out what they should pack to try to minute if it's warm and they don't know if they should be wearing coats and stuff to cut if they don't need the extra weight or not. They could use this and it could help them figure that out. If they're not familiar with the place that they're going to, farmers could use it. Again, to like help lower the amount of stuff they're carrying because they work hard and it's less exhausting to carry less stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, and in general, this is definitely for people who are going to new unknown places. They're not going to be used to the weather, or with the changing seasons as well. It poses a lot of issues when you have, take for Minnesota, you have a blizzard one week in April, and then the next week it's 80 degrees, right? What type of clothes should you wear outside? When it was snowing yesterday, but it's like all the snow's melted in a week later. Like, what should you wear for outside? So this is generally our market will cover everybody.
Awesome.
Yep. And then, so for the future, we're hoping to implement a feature for recommending activities to the user based on the weather conditions. So, for example, if it's raining outside, the user quite can't hit the playground, basketball net to run some basketball, but they can certainly find an indoor gym, and that's what we hope to recommend to the user. And we're also hoping, at the moment, we only have the daily forecast for the user, but we're hoping to implement a 5-day forecast, possibly weekly and even monthly, and how they can prepare for the coming days. So if there's, if it's going to rain heavily, bring an umbrella, bring a poncho, stuff like that. And that is the outline for our product. And we'd love to. Thank you. If there's any questions, and if not, we'd love to go display our product to you all.
Let's do the demo.
Alrighty.
Hey,
Woo! Holy moly. Oh, you guys put out a replit. That's awesome. Live demos, folks. Not for
Yeah.
the part.
Yeah. So I'll go over the
Oh,
just
yeah.
the
let's
application
go.
itself, and I can go over the code later if everyone would like. So just move this out of the way. Can everyone see the demo clearly?
You got it.
All right. I'll just refresh it just to ensure it is received. Let it take its time.
That sweet replit.
At least you're not using public
Next-
Wi-Fi.
Are you on public Wi-Fi?
Oh man.
Yeah, I'm in a community center.
Stay strong.
Gotcha. All right. Okay, we'll just let it load. Alrighty. So we'll just run our program. All right, and then I can just type in a city.
Can we do
I'll
any
start
city?
off with which city?
Can you do any city or just a couple?
Yeah.
Any city?
That's cool.
So we've only trial tested with major cities. Like we've done some cities like Duluth, but generally, like there's multiple Londons in the world, for example. So we're gonna stick with major cities for this demo, but we'd love to try the minor cities as well.
Cool.
So we'll go with Tokyo, Japan.
If you want to
So
hide
here
the
we
dev,
are. Oh yeah, sure.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so it just gives a recommendation to the user. So they recommend to bring a light jacket and an umbrella today due to the weather conditions. So we can perhaps go for Jakarta, Indonesia. And then again, it's recommended to dress warmly and to bring
Could you scroll
umbrella for
down?
possible rain showers.
Yeah, hey, if you
Scroll down.
want to click the DevTools button by the URL, I'll close the
This one right here.
yeah.
Nice. Oh, okay, because
There
I
we
got
are.
that. Okay, so you have the Fahrenheit, and that's awesome. So it looks like you're
Yeah.
calling. That's super cool. So it looks like you're calling this geo maps to get the present temperature and conditions, and then you're writing a recommendation kind of with GPT based off of that.
Yeah.
It looks like
Yeah.
some of your string literals might be breaking a little bit, but I think with like
Yeah.
15 more minutes, it would be dialed in. This looks great.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Nice. Well, thank you, Binary
Yeah.
Brigade. This is such good work. And then talk a little bit about your code that you wrote. So was it Python, JavaScript?
Yeah, for sure.
If you
Yeah,
want to
so
talk about the
part-
JavaScript, and then I'll do the HTML and CSS, I guess.
For sure. You can take it away with the HTML CSS, Ezra.
Oh, okay. So this was actually my first time writing in HTML, so it took a little bit to learn. But so on the top, it just sets the title to Weather Bytes, and it has all that stuff where it's set. And then there's the main body. So the location certs and recommendation, those are both inside a invisible container box so that they can actually be next to each other.
Hey, let's check out that script file too. This looks great. Nice indentation.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Um,
Yeah. Are we? Yeah, okay. So, yeah, so first we just called, so this is for the weather API. And then these are just the references to the HTML file, which will update once we find the location. And then here it'll fetch, it fetches the data for the location through the weather API. And if it's successful, it'll send this prompt to ChatGPT to, just tell the user, give a recommendation based on the temperature and how they can prepare for it. And then it'll execute the prompt. And then down here, this is for the ChatGPT portion of the code. So just
Nice.
calling the API. And then eventually it'll execute the call for the API, and then it'll print it out over here in the recommendation.
Nice. This looks awesome. I love the catch, the error catch you have. It's pretty cool. You're doing a call to a couple third-party APIs. And then also making it easy for the user to kind of come in and do that. Also like the cool background image. Points
Thank you.
for sweet background images. Cool. Binary
Awesome.
Brigade, that's great. Anything else? If not, we'll turn it over to team 2.
Yeah, I just have a
all
comment
right.
to make real quick.
For sure.
I know exactly where you guys got that background image from. I've
Really?
seen it before. It's from a site called Pexels. It's where I go to get all my background images.
Well, Bo, I hope we see some of your background images in the presentations to come. That's awesome. Great job, team.
Thank you.
Now, is it
Thank
gonna
you,
be-
everyone.
Great job. Is it going to be Sig Sev or Northland Nightmares next? I think it's Northland Nightmares, actually. I think, Bo, is it your team?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Sir John, you want to maybe...
Yeah.
This is Hunter. Hunter, do you want to... Wait, whose team is this? Who's the mentor of this team?
Oh, this is my team.
Oh, okay. We'll go to Sir John's team next. Hunter, take us away. Introduce some of your team members, and then team members show us what we got.
Yeah, I'm super, super proud of these dudes. It was Simon, Bo, and Tommy. Simon came in, he had written a little bit of C++ before, but never even touched any like HTML or CSS, and he was writing drop downs and all sorts of crazy stuff. That was super cool. Same with Tommy, and then Bo was whacking away at JavaScript. So it was really cool to see them improve throughout the day. And I think the final product was pretty sweet. But Bo, do you want to go ahead and present?
Oh, I don't have the slideshow or anything. Oh, I don't.
Oh, who has the slideshow? Was that
It's-
Simon?
Here's
should just
what-
be linked in the
here's what we'll
Slack.
do. You guys coordinate and we'll go to Srujan and Sig Sev so that you guys can coordinate. Look at that. Look at that beautiful admitting right there. Sig Sev, do you guys want to talk about your project a little bit? I'm really excited to see it. Srujan, do you want to maybe also talk about what kind of give an overview and then pass it to the hackers?
Yeah, sure. So the team had Bear, Eli, and Devin. It was pretty cool. All three of them had some really interesting experiences working with like some low-level C++. So I was fascinated to see what they would come up with. And they worked on a password manager, so and did a pretty good job, honestly. So give it off to them and take it away. Yeah.
Sweet, I'm excited.
I think Bear's going to present.
Sure, I can present.
Yep. Go for it.
Just gotta figure out.
Wow.
I don't know if I can get my screen. Okay.
We can see it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is looking good. I'm pumped for this.
Okay. So, this is our Replit project. Wait, no. We should do the slides first.
Sweet. Feel free to cruise through the slides because the demo is what the people want.
Cool. So, our project was a password manager. Basically, lots of people have a hard time remembering their passwords. So, it would be great to have some place to store your passwords. So our product was to save passwords, to create random passwords. And obviously, of course, you'd have to be able to search for passwords. And this password manager is able to be outfitted for multiple users. And it lets people remember all of their passwords. So in order to make this product, we use Python. And we are going to use a Qt binding for Python in order to create the UI. And the UI, whatever, the QML was generated, but never got implemented because of time constraints, which is unfortunate because it was very pretty.
Totally cool. Totally cool.
This is what one of the UIs looks like, and this, also other UI. Encryption. Password Manager plans to support encryption, and there's a lot of good Python libraries. The encryption code was never integrated into the main code due to time and all that because yeah.
Yeah, we had a lot of plans, but we didn't quite have enough time to implement everything. But what we do have works pretty well, I would say.
Oh
Yeah,
man, that's a heck of a pitch. Let's check it out. Also, no worries on yeah, no, it's a short day for coding, so obviously not everything's gonna get in. You won't be docked for ambitious projects. Good stuff.
Cool.
If you hit the trash can next to where it says console, it should wipe all of the previously used stuff.
I'm not really sure what that is. You can just use the show. Cool.
Oh yeah, this is awesome.
Of course, I'm still struggling as a typist, but so
Cool.
the first step of the password manager is to log in, and our very dedicated user Bill, which was our demo user,
Nice.
he has some passwords to store. So I also asked Bill for his password, which is great.
The system is very cool because it can create new files for new users automatically. So it should hypothetically be able to take in infinite users.
Yeah, so you can already say it said file not found. So it is asking us to create a new file to store all of our passwords in. Currently the file format is .json, but the plan is to make an encrypted version of .json, which would be specifically for passwords, and then you can store all of them in there. And we can create a new passwords, and then we have this is just like this is the CLI right now because obviously the UI wasn't implemented, but you can do different things such as finding the passwords and generating passwords. You can also quit. But since Bill doesn't have any passwords, we can make a password. And you can enter the length. So probably usually like around 10 to 20 is really secure for passwords like this. And it's probably not, well, now you can see Bill's password, but that's his password, and it asks us to save, and which if it does, we'll actually write his passwords onto his specialized like like JSON of all of his passwords. So we named it Bill's password, and now he has a password that he can come to later, and we can keep on revising all of our passwords, and like managing our passwords, and we can keep on doing this for potentially infinite amount of passwords unless you run out of storage. So I can make a new password. This one's 5. And we're also going to save it.
Awesome. So basically you are creating these passwords. Looks like you're hashing them, and then you're storing them in this JSON file so that the user can access them later.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Well, the cryptography part of the backend wasn't really implemented. So obviously it's probably not secure for the password manager to be able to access the passwords without the hashes.
Right.
But all that code does exist. It's actually it's over on my NeoVim buffer. I was encrypting poems. So that's pretty interesting.
This is awesome. Oh, this is great. Awesome. And then anything else you want to point out in the Pam? Anything else you want to call out in the code? Really, this is a really awesome project. And as you said, like you got this done in a really short amount of time, and the UI UX can come, and some additional encryption can come, but some really good stuff. Anything else you want to show us that you're excited about it in the code?
Yeah. I mean, I could probably demonstrate the UI. Well, actually, I don't know how to really demonstrate the UI because it doesn't, obviously the UI is not functional. It's just like an XML file right now.
Mhm.
Maybe you can like show code. So you have
You almost had it. Dang it. It's so close.
I know.
The only
Here we have a file called GUI.py, which has all of the metadata for the UI.
Awesome.
So the only problem is that especially with REPL, it's hard to get the UI to work because you would have to do it on a local computer.
Totally get it. You can't have it all, but this looks great. This is an awesome project.
The only other thing I would say is that there are fail safes in place if you put in information that isn't allowed. Like when it asks for a number for how long it is, it does have fail safes for invalid inputs, which is kind of nice.
Oh, cool. A little error checking. Nice.
The user experience is good.
Oh, yeah.
You always have to babysit the user, and you don't want them to do buffer overflows.
True. Man, Sigma Sev, this was awesome. Or sorry, Sig Sev. Sigma Sev, Freudian slip. Sig Sev, this was great. Really awesome project. Should we go into Nightmare? What's this team name? What do you guys call it? You guys are Northland Nightmares. Are we ready?
Simon, I think you're ready
I think
to
we're
share your
ready.
screen, right?
And at the very end, I just want to keep this moving for everyone, but at the very end, I'll have like a 5-minute question period, 10-minute question period if other mentors or judges have questions. Because I know y'all might, but I just want to keep us moving in the meantime.
How do I stop this?
Okay, Bear, you're also still sharing screen, so I think both.
Okay. Oh, actually, I can just click here. Sorry. I was trying to find Zoom, but I guess I closed the window.
I should be able to screen share now.
Oh,
Okay.
awesome. Northland Army Knight.
Northland Army Knife. All right, is everything working? You can see everything?
Uh-huh.
Okay. We made the Northland Army Knife, the Northland Nightmares. So who had the first slide? I think it was Bo.
Sweet. I'm already excited for this. Bo.
Oh, you want me to do it?
I thought this is the one you were doing.
Oh yeah. So through CSS and its media queries, we've managed to implement an automatic dark mode, meaning it will follow your user's preferences. In addition, I also put a little line of CSS at the top that will make it use your system font. So the user gets to decide kind of how this looks rather than the website itself.
Awesome.
The first part of our project, which is a timer. So because our project was meant to simplify going to many different websites and dealing with all the ads and other inconvenient things, is one important thing that most people need is a timer. So it has 4 custom alarm sounds made by Bo. It's got a default one, which is a normal alarm, a considerate person nicely telling you that your alarm went off, a loud sound of some sort, and then a TikTok sound. Once the alarm goes off, it turns red, and that's about it. It's just a simple timer.
Oh, and I get the name now. So it's basically it's like a Swiss Army knife in terms of that you can do all this stuff from this page. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
The second part of the project was a stopwatch, and the stopwatch includes 3 functional buttons. The start button to start the stopwatch, the stop to stop it, and a restart to set it to 0 seconds.
Nice.
I'm not sure who was talking about converters. Nobody else wants to, I can. Okay, we have 2 different converters. They're spaced out separately. There's a length converter. It has 6 options from feet, inches, meters, centimeters, miles, and kilometers. And then a volume converter that can convert from gallons, quarts, pints, cups, ounces, liters, and millimeters. So also pretty simple, but very convenient.
Holy moly, guys. This is
what it looks like when it's fully enacted. It can be on your phone, it can be on your laptop, computer, whatever. So we use JavaScript, CSS, HTML, and these icons that were here by the timer, stopwatch, and all these. We used all those from Bootstrap. And because the goal of this project was to, help people, we decided that we wanted to simplify tasks people would usually have to go to many different websites to do, because that's just inconvenient. So there's no more excessive ads, there's effective time management, and a lot of practical utility.
Sweet.
So I also have the code open.
Let's see the code.
I should show that. Okay. So here it is, fully designed and all this. So
let's see what happens.
Set the timer.
Yeah.
Okay. One problem with the timer is I don't think the alarm stops. So
oh, it does. It just stops after like 30 seconds.
Okay. Well, I'll set it. Which alarm sound do we want?
What's the most exciting?
Oliver is the one that I'm most proud of because I made that one myself.
Okay, let's do Oliver then.
I'm kind of scared. I'm turning down my volume. Oh, I can't hear it.
Did you mute the site or something? Did you mute
I did not mute the site. I can definitely hear it.
It might be Zoom.
It might be Zoom.
Might be Zoom.
Stupid Zoom, always ruining everything.
Come on, Zoom.
Yeah.
Let's check out the link.
I think there is an option to share your computer sound.
Yeah, I just saw that. So this should work now. So you can set the timer at whatever time. You don't have to activate it immediately. And this is the default sound. I can play Oliver after this one.
Holy moly.
Just normal alarm sound. Don't really need to wait the 30 seconds to
Thank you.
change it all.
And let's check out that length converter too.
Yes.
Soothing.
Oh,
I like this one.
as those are our custom alarm sounds.
Oh,
Just basic stopwatch. You can start it, stop it, restart it as many times as you
Nice.
want. Converter from feet to whatever else. Doesn't it can go back and forth either way.
awesome.
Yes, and then volume converter as well.
Nice.
So
I still mess those up, so that's handy.
yeah. And then I'm not sure if we want to look at the code, but we
Oh, we do
definitely
want to look
can.
at the code. This looks great.
Okay. So I'm not entirely sure what a lot of this does. I think this is just, I think that, I don't know who would know the most about Bootstrap stuff. If somebody else does, they could start talking about it. If Tommy knows more about that.
I'm curious what the .ogg files are. Oh, those are your sound files.
Sound files.
Oh,
So
cool.
these are all of our drop-down menus here. We have, originally we were separating code, but that didn't really work out in the end. It's kind of just
Cool.
everywhere. It's just a lot of the same stuff, not that complicated. I think the part that Bo will probably go over will be the JavaScript.
Yeah, let's take a look at that script.
Everything's pretty self-explanatory because, as you can see, I actually commented my code.
Nice.
Okay, let me know when you want me to scroll
I
down.
separated out initializing variables, getting the elements. There's a 2 hours, minute, second converter, very useful throughout the code. If you would be so kind as to scroll down real quick. The stopwatch functions are all together. Scroll down to the timer functions. That's the audio player. I named the function sound the alarm, obviously.
Sweet.
And there's the converters, which uses an intelligent system that allows for any new units that we would want in there to be easily implemented.
How do we do that? Oh, with the case and break?
Yeah.
Cool. I like the extensibility.
And there's how the units you type in actually get converted and how it gets put into the little input boxes.
Sweet. This looks awesome.
And the rest is just CSS things. So
And Hunter, I know you said that this crew came in here and like really grew throughout the day as well. Do you want to speak to maybe a little bit of that, and then we'll go to the next team?
Yeah, for sure. I think Tommy came in with some experience in HTML, CSS, same with Bo. But I know that Simon had really only written stuff in C++. But yeah, by the end of the day, Simon and Tommy were cranking away at the HTML and designing all of the front end stuff, and Bo was really working out the JavaScript and incorporating that into the page. So it was really cool to see them grow and work as a team.
Heck yeah, great stuff, team. Really great presentation, and yeah, I love popping in the rooms and just seeing stuff take shape. So this is awesome. So thanks. This is really good stuff. Also, yeah, Mikey plus 1,000 for dark mode. That's great. Mikey and
dark mode is only mode.
Yeah, Mikey and Jess, if you want to introduce the Tartan Titans of Tartan, or what? It's Tartan Titans, right? Tech Titans. My bad, from Tartan High. Yeah, Mikey, Jess, if you want to talk about some of the progress day and then turn it over to the team, that'd be great.
Yeah, so we can go quick. So Mikey and I got to work with the Tech Titans, and they're a team together in one room, so you'll get to hear from them in a second. And they came in just kind of as a group ready to go and dove in and had some really great ideas. So excited for you guys to see what they put together. Mikey, you have anything you want to add?
No, I mean, I was just super impressed that, I feel like people half my age come in and they're like, we got an idea, we got a plan, just step back and let us do it. And I'm like, I'm more than happy to do that.
Yeah. Agree. They did. They were whiteboarding. It was great. So yeah.
I saw the
So
whiteboard. It was
let them
awesome.
take. Yeah. Let them take it away.
Tech Titans.
Hey, since we're all in the same room, it's kind of lagging to screen share and have cameras on at the same time. So we're just kind of everybody introduce themselves as they go through the presentation.
Yeah, please
Is that
do.
fine? Okay.
Holy moly, this is looking sweet.
Okay, hello, my name is Aina, and I'm one of the group members who helped build the code for the Sports Tech MN. First is our goal. Minnesota has very few limited resources for computer programming. Even our school only has 3 classes you can take, and not many people know anything about it or how to get involved. Many people end up feeling scared about the idea of programming and end up dropping the classes. In my AP computer science class, we had like 23 students, and by the end of the last semester, there was only 12 students left. The very idea of coding and computer programming seems foreign to people, but if everyone can learn how to program, we can make it less foreign. Our goal is to let anyone in Minnesota who wants to learn how to program to be able to have the resources able to enable them to learn how to have fun programming, to know how fun programming is. The hackathon was a chance and opportunity to help us grow our CS in our home state, and we hope this website helps other people who want to learn more about programming but don't know where to find resources. We want to spread the joy of computer science. How we plan to accomplish our goal. Our website is designed to show education opportunities and a multitude of resources that enables people to get started from anywhere in Minnesota. This serves as a wider audience and allows people to know, okay, where do I start? How we started this thing? We made an interactive map that allowed people to explore different landmarks in Minnesota, learn how technology is used across Minnesota and show people how fun program can be. It comes with alt text to make the game more accessible. We included summer camps for girls who are interested in programming and co-ed camps where you can learn more about programming theory, educational resources where people can learn more about programming and build programming skills both online and in person around Minnesota. We did this all with HTML, CSS, and JavaScript frameworks.
Whoa.
Mohammed.
Hi there. My name is Mohammed. I also helped with this project. We had like 10 locations overall. We didn't really get to add all of them and link them all to the map. But here are our 3 best locations on the map we have that we feel people think about when they first think about Minnesota. And obviously the theme is helpful tech. But we sort of wanted to center it about around our location and our connectiveness. So we got Mall of America right here. How they use tech is obviously shopping data, data analytics, AI-powered security for safety and theft prevention. I also sort of added Target Center. I'm a huge Timberwolves fan, so I really wanted that part in there. So we have AI predictive maintenance for smooth operations, computer vision enhancing fan engagement at events, and we also have the Science Museum of Minnesota. So it's like VR, AR. For education, we have big data analytics and basically just improving user satisfaction. We feel that tech is just all around us and companies like use it. I mean, all companies use it, but we feel like it's better to just like, yeah. All right.
Ooh.
All right.
I'm excited.
So my name is Leo, and I did most of the design with my friend Noah, who sadly couldn't come because he had to leave early. But when it comes to websites, we also gotta remember the design and how to like perfect it. So our style design, we went for like a nice contrasting blue tone for the background of the website, giving it a more modern look. These are blue, right? It was super on theme. The icons were chosen by me and Noah because we wanted to like go for nice and simple icons to represent each landmark and show how amazing these locations are. And Eliana did the amazing work of making sure that the app works on both computers and phones, making it easy for us to so anyone can easily like navigate it. And it's not just like exclusive only to people who use the computer.
Sweet. Thoughtful.
Okay. Hi. This is Eliana. I'll be running the demo. So here's the website that we created. In the finished product, it would have the Explorer, which is like the gamified version of Access. About, which would be more to explain things like the statistics outside of this little blurb right here. And resources would be just a flat list of resources for people that would prefer it. Instead of having to click through everything as kind of the interactive experience, they can access all of it just through our resources page. I also created this little logo right here for our site with a little bluebird. This Explore Tech Minnesota and our goal talks about how only 28% of state high schools offered computer science courses in 2023, and how we want to share the joy of creation with students across the state because Minnesota is an innovation hub. By exploring this roadmap right here, you can view both STEM resources in Minnesota and some of our famous landmarks. With both remote and live resources, you'll be able to gain access to computer science no matter where you are. So, as you can see, we are using this map to help them gain critical thinking skills and programming knowledge. And then by helping them, we're encouraging them to help others. So here's the tech map. I created each of the different versions of the map throughout the website. Each location on the map represents a real location in Minnesota because most of these landmarks aren't actually that close together. You can explore the pins, learn new skills, and discover computer science opportunities across the state. So it says to begin, please click on the first labeled pin for the Mall of America. You can return to the screen at any time by clicking the map button beneath the resources. And there's a certificate waiting at the end of your exploration. So by starting at the Mall of America, we can go to coordinate A. This takes us to the Mall of America, where it shows a nice image of it and our first stop. Then we talk about the technology that the Mall of America uses. The Mall of America uses loads of technology to give us a good shopping experience. For example, it uses artificial intelligence, which we specifically chose due to Jesse being a data scientist, provides real-time insight about mall capacity, crowd density, and the shopper experience. The Mall of America was actually the first retail venue to use these technologies to gain an accurate understanding of when, where, and how shoppers would navigate the mall while still maintaining shopper privacy, because privacy is very important to AI ethics. They then use the data to gain a more holistic view of their establishment and improve their mall accordingly. So, the point of this little paragraph right here is to give more insight to Minnesota being a tech hub and how it contributes to overall technologies. Beneath that, since the shout out right here is artificial intelligence, we have learning more about AI with free code camps. Right here is a link to a handbook that is free and online, emphasize that anyone in the state of Minnesota would be able to access it, and a quick video about the basics of AI. Once you're done looking through the resources, you can head back to the roadmap and continue your exploration. The second spot was going to be the Target Center, leading through the Science Museum of Minnesota and other places like the University of Minnesota, the University of St. Thomas, the Minneapolis Institute of Arts, and the Cherry Bridge. Additionally, once you've completed a roadmap mark, it is starred off so that you know where to continue. And of course, once you complete, you end up with a certificate of completion for completing the Explore Tech Minnesota roadmap, signed by the Tech Titans. Thank you.
That's awesome. Yeah, this is an awesome project. I love how you guys made it fun. You made it really relevant. You did a lot of, but now we got to look at the code. Could you guys pull up the code? So we can look?
Yep.
Great work.
We worked on it together through a GitHub repository and then stuck it into Sublime Text so that we could automatically open it in a browser. We
Nice.
mainly use HTML, CSS, and Bootstrap JavaScript. We had some plans to use some font awesome icons, as you can see in the little insert right here. We have the Bootstrap
I don't think you're
navigation
sharing
bar.
I don't think you're sharing your screen. I just still see the slides.
Oops. It said you were screen sharing it. Sorry.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's like that's
Apologies. As you can see, like I said, we were going to use some font awesome icons that would definitely be in the final version of our product. We, as I said, included meta text in order to make it accessible beyond just the game and the images, so that even if you're visually impaired or unable to fully see the screen, you can have it read to you through meta text. We have the images and the coordinates and the activated links right here. And then we have jQuery, Popper, and Bootstrap JavaScript files in order to give it more functionality. That's also how we make it mobile compatible. CSS file is over here with comments that we left for each other, just working on it, since this was our first time really having to sit down and make sure we could all get access to one document. You can see the different things like the header specific to the map, and the return button, which took a lot more effort than we thought it was going to.
Yep.
And the goal of our project was to be able to create something that fills a niche that there wasn't anything else available for. So giving access, both, as we said, remote, online, and different places in Minneapolis, St. Paul, and around the state that you can go in person to learn. The goal was to expand the joy of computer science to anyone across Minnesota.
Sweet. Wow. Well, great presentation to all the teams. Amazing stuff. Mentors and judges, we're all gonna huddle up and have like a, I don't know, 10-minute convo, and then we'll come back, and then we'll do a little we'll do some awards. And yeah, just awesome work. So Agali, do you want to maybe put all of the mentors and judges into one breakout room, and then we can just talk there?
Yes. Give me one sec.
Just a quick shout out before we switch gears, like Git is like the hardest part of software, so like super big kudos for actually like using it and like using it for its intended purpose, because I have coworkers that are still like not great with it.
Thank you. Collaboration was a huge part of this, so thank you a lot.
Okay, I'm gonna call mentors plus judges. I'm gonna put us in
Yeah,
room.
I'm setting up. I'm
Oh,
setting up right now.
okay, I'll just wait then.
Actually, give me one sec. Let me just. Sorry.
There is something I would like the judges to consider.
What? Tell me, Bo.
The Tech Titans. Between one of their presenters sounding robotic and the sheer size of it, I do have reason to believe it's AI generated.
The quality is that good, Bo. The quality is that good. We'll keep that in mind. That's hilarious.
Wait, which one of us sounded robotic?
Yeah,
Was it the second one? It might have been
The
me.
last one sounded like a text to speech. It
Oh,
legitimately
okay.
sounds like a
Man,
text to
Bo's
speech.
trying to beef. Bo,
No,
leave it in the
Eliana,
code, dude. Leave it in the
Eliana's
code.
no, Eliana's like our lead project manager. She's always like that.
But
She sounds too perfect to be true. I don't blame you.
Okay.
You gotta have learn.
Seriously, record audiobooks. That's like your voice is perfect for it.
It was great.
Okay, I just opened all the rooms. And judges or mentors, if I accidentally did not assign you to the room, you can go ahead and select that room.
Okay, so go to breakout. For those who don't know, just go to breakout room on the bottom of Zoom, and then just select judges and mentors, and then you'll join.
I think that's
Any unfair figure into our analysis